I would like to present a challenge to the Super Mario 63 community, which basically consists of like 4 or 5 people. But I presenting a challenge. Well, actually, that would be a speedrunning community. Really, anybody who plays this game, not just speedrunners. I present a challenge, and this challenge is to beat the final Bowser level without using Hover FLUDD or any FLUDD. But you can only use Hover FLUDD. And even that has some severe limitations. I'm going into this with 4 lives, which is a terrible idea. You should stock up in the mushroom. Or like the secret mushroom, if you haven't unlocked the mushroom. Or if you don't have a file where you unlock the mushroom. But anyways. There are 3 parts in this level where it is absolutely required to use Hover FLUDD, unless you're playing as Luigi, which you have to do as Mario. Because, well, you couldn't get into this as Luigi if you were navigating the castle FLUDDless. So, yeah, you have to use Mario. And, yeah, I'd highly recommend having several lives going into this. But anyways, now I'm going to allow myself to use FLUDD to show off the places where it's absolutely required that you use FLUDD. So, yeah, you don't get to see the majority of the challenge. That may be one of the antics I stream on Saturday this week, or maybe next week. It depends on how much interest is shown in this challenge. Dang it, I killed it. Dang it, I killed it. Okay, they're both roughly lined up, so I need to not kill them. See you in a sec. I said see you in a sec. Now to show off those 3 parts where Hover FLUDD is absolutely required. Some other parts require some pretty insane antics to do without Hover FLUDD. But I'm not going to tell you what those antics are. I said Hover FLUDD. I mean Rocket FLUDD. I mean FLUDD. Ooh. So yeah, I'm going to use FLUDD to get to the parts where it's absolutely needed to show you them. In other parts, though it may seem as if it's not required, it's not. I've done it. And if less than 3 parts are required, please show me. So this one. And I'm seeing like some sort of ridiculous bounce off of that bully. Like, it might be possible in tasks. You're gonna need to use Hover FLUDD here. And this part is insanely, one of the insanely difficult ones. But it's possible, believe me. This part is also insanely difficult. It's really hard to get to this side of the thing without either knowing what you're either knowing exactly what you're doing, or using FLUDD. So now you can obviously do all of this without FLUDD. Don't even need to bother. Oh Yeah, it's also pretty hard to get across the penguins in that other section. Okay. No. Oh, wow, actually, no, Mario. Okay. Okay, this part. You'd think you need FLUDD here, but it's possible without it. It is one of the parts that requires antics, though. And unusually large knowledge of game mechanics. Oh, come on. Not minding all of that. Okay, so unless you come in as Luigi, which isn't allowed. Good luck doing that without FLUDD. I'm going to say it's not possible. Like it's just not possible. If someone proves it is, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now this is kind of stupid. You can't switch out a FLUDD. I know in the space section that also applies, but once you die, you can switch. So I'm gonna see if that works here. But yeah, you can't use FLUDD in that fight. Still, yeah, it doesn't apply here. Once you're in a space section, you can die if you just want to get rid of the sprite. You should have tons and tons of lives anyway coming into us. But you can just triple jump or whatever over the fire to get to him. No. Yeah, I used FLUDD there, but get. The worm. Okay. So the last part is in this space section. It's at the very end of it. You know, the last part where it's required to use FLUDD. The very end of it. And although some parts before it are ridiculously difficult, it's possible. Without. I'm just gonna use FLUDD together. So as to not show you the antics you have to go through, so you can find them yourself. This is really the final stretch of the run, but it's still really difficult. It also lets to know that it's totally possible to beat this game FLUDDless, except those 3 times. The entire thing. Never need it in tutorial 1. You can use tutorial 2 skip, although you'd have to do it I didn't know that was possible. You'd have to do it every time you load the game, but you could use tutorial too, so yeah, sure, just die there or whatever. It's not like I'm running low on lives or anything. This part is probably the final difficult part of the run. And then this is the last part you have to use FLUDD. Even if you are Luigi. There's pretty much no way you could get out there. Okay, maybe you could as Luigi. But at this point you can't use FLUDD for the rest of it anyway. So that is the challenge I present to you. We'll see if anyone can actually do it. I mean, I could, so it can't be that difficult. But we'll see who else can figure out how you have to, how you can do it. I'd say there's maybe one part that requires knowledge and the rest is about execution. Maybe two parts that require knowledge. Okay. I might as well beat the game though, so yeah. It's my new PB for a sweet one, guys. Even though it's not a file, it's already started. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah! Dang it. Maybe I'll see if I can get the birds in the perfect position to show off that other thing. Ah. Game. Maybe I won't get the shot off because I'll die. I feel like none of the enemies are evacuating or anything, and it's only Mario that's really trying to get out. Okay, let's get that one up. No. I said let's get that one up. And my darn it, are we gonna get it? So yeah, you need to run out like that to get a good bounce. I like to be at the correct amount of health here. Oh, yeah, I can just wait for meteors to get to the correct amount of health. Let's see. Oh, if I had hit that meteor, I could show it off. Dang it. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, see you next time.